Back in 2016, John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, got an email that looked like a normal Google security alert. It warned him to change his password. He clicked the link, typed it in, and unknowingly handed hackers the keys to his inbox. Now, those hackers obviously turned out to be working for the Russian government, and they leaked tens of thousands of his emails through WikiLeaks at a very inopportune time, and suddenly there was a huge narrative shift in the 2016 election. One bad click, one stolen password, and it changed the conversation in the presidential campaign. I can't help but wonder what might have happened if John Podesta had MFA on his inbox. And this is the third in our security series of videos. If you didn't see the first two, you can check them out up here on this playlist. We talked about how passwords aren't enough anymore. Hackers steal them every day with phishing emails and data breaches and even brute force attacks, but multi-factor authentication adds an extra lock on the door. If someone gets your password, they still need that second piece to get in. So what does that actually look like? The first factor is something you know, it's your password. Ideally, that password is strong and different for every service you're accessing, but it's still a weak link and relatively easily stolen. The second factor, though, is something that you have. That could be a code texted to your phone, a password manager that can do 2FA, or the Microsoft or Google authenticator. It could even be a physical security key like a YubiKey, which is the gold standard of this sort of token method. These things all make it so that if the second factor device is not in your hand, you're not getting in. Adding a third factor, if you're dealing with sensitive information, is a great plan. The third factor can be something like your biometrics, the face math that goes on, fingerprint scan, or even voice ID. Although with the proliferation of voice AI, I'm not sure how long I'd lean on that particular one. Anyway, it ties the login directly to you. Some factors may be set up by your IT team behind the scenes. A good example is this conditional access. That means when you go to log into a service, it may look at your internet address or your geographic location, and it may have been programmed to allow or deny based on that alone. If you've told a service that you never log in from Russia, for example, then it's not going to allow a login attempt from there. So when you hear multi-factor authentication, it isn't just one thing. It's a whole set of tools designed to make stolen passwords useless. For businesses, this is a no-brainer, but also for personal. Do you have MFA turned on your banking app, for instance? Most cyber attacks start with compromised credentials. That's still the case. MFA blocks the majority of them. It's simple to roll out, it's inexpensive to maintain, and one of the fastest security wins you can put in place. If John Podesta had been using multi-factor authentication, hackers would have had his password, but they would not have had his email. And that one extra step could have prevented one of the most damaging breaches in the history of politics. So here's the takeaway. Don't wait. Make sure your team has MFA enabled everywhere as possible. If they're not recommending that, get a new team in this ever-changing IT landscape. Be adaptive. See you next time.